with Frank Luntz and his focus group for their take on this evening. Frank?
We got 29 voters. 27 of the 29 walked in here saying that their votes could change. I want to do a tally. How many of you came in here supporting Donald Trump? Raise your hands. How many of you leaving here will leave supporting Carly Fiorina? Raise your hands. Megan, I want to show you one clip that basically said it all. The questioner asks Fiorina what she thinks of what Donald Trump said about her. Let's take a look at the dials because this said it all for tonight's debate.
Donald Trump said the following about you, quote, "Look at that face. Would anyone vote for that? Can you imagine that, the face of our next president?" Mr. Trump later said he was talking about your persona, not your appearance. Please feel free to respond what you think about his persona.
You know, it's interesting to me. Mr. Trump said that he heard Mr. Bush very clearly and what Mr. Bush said. I think women all over this country heard very clearly what Mr. Trump said.
I think she's got a beautiful face, and I think she's a beautiful woman.
All right, on that note, in less than 2 minutes, we're going to take a very quick break.
So you saw the lines, you saw the reaction using these dials. I want a word or phrase to describe Carly Fiorina based on tonight.
Well, it's more than one word. I think she made him backtrack and made him look like an insincere fool.
I think it's a schoolyard got you back, and it's basically meaningless.
Word or phrase?
She's savvy and authentic.
Resolute and classy.
Smart and strong.
Solid.
Very strong.
Very focused.
Sharp.
Only one person gave me one word, so thank you. What was so positive about her challenging Trump? Why did I was watching you, and you were like, "Yeah, go, girl."
Well, it's I guess it's a woman thing, but it was very street savvy of her to come that, and still very stoic of her to not go at it and still kind of give it to him.
Why did she do so well there?
She was so well prepared. She spoke with authority. She handed it right back to him. She made everybody eat everything.
She was short and sweet. 2 words or 3, and she had it. Then she shut up. She knew exactly what she was saying.
You walked in here
witty and quick on her feet.
Now you walked in here a Trump voter.
I did.
What was so powerful about Fiorina's performance? Go ahead.
She was prepared, and she responded really quick.
Bobby.
We've all been attracted to Donald Trump's strength, but tonight was the downfall, or that was the problem tonight, because we've all been bothered by his personal attacks, and she directly approached that and directly dealt with it.
How many of you have an issue? Because a lot of you laughed at the comments that he made, and I know you laughed earlier in the campaign, at least some voters did, about what he said about others. How many of you had a problem with that tonight? Raise your hands. So you think he goes too far. But I want to focus on her. What is it about her? Is it her persona? Or how old are you?
22.
So this will be your second vote.
Yes.
Was it her persona or her policies that you're attracted to?
It was less the substance. I think it was more exactly of what got President Obama into office. It was more of how she said it. And I thought how she said it, she was quick, she was efficient, she used words very precisely.
Policy or persona?
Persona. She presented herself very well.
No, you're saying no. Why not?
I think it was absolute policy. I think she was prepared with her facts. I think she knew what she wanted to do. I think the persona part's just her.
Yeah, she was poised, prepared, and of the group, her and Christie were the only ones that didn't seem flustered under pressure. And everyone else did.
We're going to get to more in the second segment. How many of you thought Christie did a good job? Raise your hands. How many of you thought Rubio did a good job? Raise your hands. So those were the other two. But before we leave, what advice would you give to Carly Fiorina going forward?
Enumerate more on her policy. I think I love her initially because she doesn't back down, but she supports it with sound policy.
Go ahead.
Keep doing what you're doing.
So for you, it's perfection.